I'm here with Mr. Bobby the King Green. Bobby, what's happening, bro? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Rock.
We're just jamming a little bit offline already about the quest here to evolve through adversity. Bobby certainly has a handful of stories on that.
You know, my life story's been ups and downs. I think that's what I'm here for, is my message to the broken, the people that are dealing with anxiety, you know, mental awareness, you know. Any advice to anyone is the way I dealt with it. And I went through the fire. I had to go and get burnt a couple of times and learn, oh, don't do that anymore. You know, like, for instance, I didn't have a father or a mother when I was coming through this system.
So you got to the point of having this family totally take you in, raising you as their own.
Yep. And be honest, you know, my own fault is I was a little troublesome. Like, at that time, before my grandmother died, I was so scared I would get a whooping by my grandma. But as she started getting sick, I didn't have a parent anymore. I started to be able to be my own adult. And so I was kind of rebellious, you know, to a certain point. So what I'm trying to explain to you is this road of being in my lowest. And I was here and I got lower. I was lower. I was lower. And I just kept fighting through this. And I kept fighting through this. So now I go to the Army, okay? The combat MOS that I chose was a 21 Bravo, combat engineer, okay? Somehow they lump your boot camp and your AIT together. With the Army, it's one guy mess up, you all get messed up. Some Mexican guys find me there one day doing crazy wrestling things that nobody else does. I'm doing backflips and doing flips over guys. They're like, what the?
Yeah.
Hey, you should fight. That was my way of making it. It was, I'm trying to explain to you this adversity.
Yeah.
No, people don't understand. If you want to make it, you got to really put your mind down to it. I tell some people you got to work 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs.
From Mexico, now you're also at least partially responsible for this new life in the world. Did you play an active role in as a father?
Yes, sir. Now, let me explain this to you. It's ETA, evolving through adversity. I can't even explain to you how crazy the journey was, okay? Because it'll take too long. But I'm going to break it down to you in a nutshell. I fought 3 people in one night. I've done some impossible things, brother. I start getting my momentum. I'm going to be a star. And telling you the life story like you asked, I'm bringing all these things down for you. Adversity. I've been kicked down and down and down. And I keep going 1,000 more times. I've been down, down, down. And somewhere in there, I still got that muscle to keep fighting.
Has there been even the awareness or kind of like a conscious thought around that? Has that kind of formulated yet? Or are you still just kind of like rising to the occasion saying, I just got to use whatever I fucking have to keep going?
I always pray for strength, but then I never thought about it. How does strength get developed? It gets developed through pain and pressing and grinding.
I can agree. I resonate with it profoundly because you're echoing my martial arts teacher, and in the way that when we'll do stuff in class and I'm like just completely drenched in sweat, muscles burning, thinking I'm going to die, he'll remind me that I'm not training my body. I'm training for mental toughness right now.
I don't think I ever noticed it when I was in it, okay? This is coming somewhere as I got older. Okay. When I was going through as a kid, it was just in the storm. Forgot to mention is my little brother got killed. My heart, my soul, my little brother who was like my son. This is why we don't got a mom and a daddy, okay? Life is hard. What I'm trying to get to the audience, life is hard. And I think that we expect to be chill like you right now. You look so peaceful right now. You look so happy right now. And that looks cool. But you got problems. You got problems right around the back of the mountain somewhere. And the problem is everybody doesn't recognize it. They think it's no, life is supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. God, for some reason, didn't make it that way. He made it hard. And so we need to just develop that and understand that. And I think if we understood that, it would help with our mentality. I think that we developed such a soft mentality that is supposed to be given to us.
One of the moments where you actually did feel, fuck, you know what? All of this hardship, everything I've gone through, it's worth it for this.
It also boils down to, if you had a bigger audience to do that, the more people you could impact.
Correct. Yeah. And so, yeah.
So you want to be bigger to have that. The same reason why my style, you say the style, I've worked really hard at this style to get people to see it and love it.
Can you describe a little bit of what your style is? I mean, I know the hands down for sure, but kind of like, what's the origins of it and how have you adopted that?
My style is my personality. So I'm a great defender, but I'm also a great attacker.
That's just straight attitude in there, bro. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get it.
That's your stand-up, but you're a wrestler.
Yes, I started out as a wrestler.
You can't really maybe answer this in a general context, but are you still more comfortable on the ground, or would you rather stand up with somebody?
It's not about me. It's not about what I'm comfortable with. It's about what the audience wants to see. That's what I'm saying. What these guys got messed up is they think that they're here to do them. No, I'm here to entertain you.
You know, I do a lot of my work is service and helping people really uncover their own personal gifts to use as tools out in the world in service. For me, my lane has been this way, and in the way that I communicate with people and hopefully listen and can make an impact, because it's not about me. I want to hear it from you, and you're saying it real, bro. You are. If you were to give away one personal anecdote, one piece of like medicine that said, if nothing else, rely on this to help you get through your own adversity, what would you say to the people?
Don't rely on how you feel. Okay. So once I reacted off how I felt, instead of just thinking about things and using logic.
When we need that sacred pause to just respond instead of react, so that we can come from an objective place instead of simply just moving through life on pure emotion.
I just look another way. I'm looking positive. I'm too busy going this way. I don't have the mind. I don't have time to see other things unless I'm looking for those things. For me, it's always just been, I don't want to be like anyone else. The difference, like I want to be a difference maker. For me, a difference maker. When I see people going left, I go right.
More question I really want to know from you though. Your name, King, where'd that come from?
King came from, I was trying to find myself. And T.I. had an album come out. It was called King.
Yeah. You got anything lined up? Anything that we can look forward to right now, or is that a secret still right now? Anything in the
rock? But I'm fighting a battle. It never fucking ends. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for the message, and thanks for speaking to our audience today, man. I really appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Big love.